What's up, my friends? Another quick little demo coming at ya. So I'm going to be showing you guys my low waste oral care routine. So we're going to start off with some tooth powder. So you might be asking, why tooth powder? Why not a toothpaste? Well, I have failed miserably at toothpaste. Because one of the main ingredients that you'll use in toothpaste is coconut oil, and you don't want to spit that down your drain. And it just looks weird when you spit it in the trash mixed with the other things, and the consistency is weird. I haven't liked it as much. Tooth powder is much easier. So the base ingredients that you need for tooth powder: baking soda and essential oils. Now, I have experimented with a couple other ingredients, some of which are calcium carbonate powder here. These are optional, but can be really supportive for oral health and teeth. I really like xylitol. Xylitol is from the xylem of the plant, so it's sweet. It's what sweetens the more natural gum. It's actually good for your teeth. And so what I've done with this is I've ground it into a powder. So I like to get a big bulk bag from online of xylitol made from birch trees. A lot of the times it's made from corn. So from the birch tree is much better. So if you want to use xylitol, it's pretty grainy. So if you blend it, it makes it more of a powder, and that's a better consistency for the tooth powder. Another ingredient that you can use, bentonite clay. I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was a little like tacky for me. So you can if you want to. This is a great ingredient to just have in your natural arsenal tool belt. It's really good for making your own face masks, etc. You just basically mix some water and some essential oils into it, and you have your own face mask. And then another cool ingredient is activated charcoal. So I'll probably use this in this recipe here. You'll see I don't really measure things, so if that bothers you, you know what you're gonna do. So this is really good for whitening. It's also really good for oral health as well. And then salt is another really good one, which I'm going to use just a pinch of. And then essential oils. So I'm going to be using On Guard and orange. So On Guard's really good for overall oral care, really good for supporting a healthy microbiome in your mouth, which is actually super important for our digestive system, because it's the first thing of our digestive system. So it really needs to start in our mouth, and then we can support it all the way through our digestive system, that is. Our orange tastes really good. It's naturally whitening, so it's a really good one to add. You can also add things like copaiba, which is really good. You can add spearmint, peppermint, lemon. Really get creative with it. Fennel is another good one. For kids, I would recommend just the wild orange because it's sweet. So I'm going to stop talking and actually show you this. So I just get a glass jar here, and you can see I've labeled it here with my label maker. I love my label maker. Go spend $20 and get one. The best decision ever. So what I basically do is just spoon things in and don't really measure. So first off here is baking soda. And I actually like to keep things in little jars. This is just a reused jar that I found. It's like an artichoke heart jar that I cleaned out and I'm reusing. I like to keep these ingredients in my bathroom because I'm super lazy. If they're not right there, I'm not going to remake it. And for when I'm super busy or maybe I don't have time, I do still have doTERRA's On Guard toothpaste when I don't have time to make the DIY. So, I'm not perfect, but you got to, start with where you can. So I'm just going to spoon probably like 2 spoonfuls of baking soda in here. Baking soda is good for all things cleaning, mouth included. It's slightly abrasive, so it's good for that purpose. And then before I forget, I do brush with a bamboo toothbrush. This is so important, you guys. There are so many toothbrushes out there that are just dying a slow death in the landfill and never go away. I have seen so many toothbrushes washed up on beaches. So switch to bamboo, it's great. And then also, before I forget, try out dental lace or any kind of refillable floss, because flossing is extremely important for oral health, but it comes all in plastic bottles that you run out really quickly. And I noticed I was throwing away a lot of these plastic bottles, and so I was trying to research it. Anyways, there's options. It's a little more expensive, so just up to you, but try it. I actually love it. So this is a glass bottle, and you can get refills, and you just pop it in there, and then you have refillable floss. Back to the toothpaste. Okay, and then I'm going to take a couple spoonfuls or so of the calcium carbonate. Again, this is not a science, at least in my case. And I was kind of curious about this because I was using it for like a couple months. I was curious what my dentist was going to say. So I went to the dentist. He said I got an A+. He said my teeth were cleaner than I think they had ever been. So that was really cool to get that feedback. This is the calcium powder. Again, just a reused, this kind of hardened a little bit, reused old tea, bulk tea container here. Just going to add a spoonful of this. This helps to sweeten the toothpaste because when you're getting used to not having the sudsy like mint synthetic crap, it takes a little getting used to. So I'm going to add about 2 spoonfuls of this into this jar here. And then I'm going to do probably one or 2 of these capsules of the activated charcoal. So you just, let's see if I can lower this here. I don't know if that works. Here we go. So it does get messy, but you just pop it in there. There we go. And then I'm going to add probably like 10 drops of the orange. And then maybe like 5 of the On Guard. The On Guard does get spicy. And then I'm going to add just a pinch of salt because salt is extremely good at killing bacteria. So you just take this and you just stir it around. I'm probably going to use the other side of this. And you just stir it around and then you have your tooth powder. So how you use it, you just get your toothbrush wet first, and then you just dip it in, and then you brush as usual. So that's a really easy, I'm not going to stir this all the way, but it works really well. My cat's trying to get into my cupboard here. Another cool thing with kind of a lower waist tip is oil pulling. So oil pulling is basically you just take coconut oil, the hard version of coconut oil or the raw version, and you swish it in your mouth for anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. So this is amazing for oral health. You can Google and search the specifics of that. But what I like to do is pre-mix it with essential oils. So things like the On Guard, Melaleuca is another really good one for oral health. Orange, lemon, these kind of things. And you pre-mix it and then just take a spoonful, swish it in your mouth, and then you have to spit it in the trash. But at least this way, it's not all colored from the activated charcoal. Another ingredient that I forgot to add that you can put to this is cinnamon works really well. It's like slightly abrasive. Cocoa powder works really well, but I don't want chocolate flavored toothpaste this time around. So let me know if you have any questions about this. I know that wasn't very exact, but these are the things that I like to use to lower my waste in the bathroom and also support my overall wellness. Hope you liked it.